All right, we're live again, folks. So here's the dealio. I was planning on going live to my D Live channel today, but I was streaming live there for a little while, and people are telling me that apparently the audio was not working. Not sure why that is. Unfortunately, yeah, the audio's not working. So I'm going to stream this to YouTube reluctantly. As you guys may know, you probably know if you're following this channel, that my Press for Truth YouTube channel was terminated, permanently deleted by YouTube. I created this Dan Dix channel back in 2013, never ever used it. I can now only access it through this app on this particular phone through a glitch. So it's not going to be around for very long. Once they realize that I'm still on YouTube, they're probably going to kick me off soon enough. But anyways, here I am. I'm going to be streaming here for the next little while anyways. But be sure to subscribe to me on D Live. Hey, got sound now. Thanks. Guys, we got, wow, 4 thumbs up and 12 people watching. That doesn't add up. Click that thumbs up button, guys. I'm going to show you what we're doing here today. Get a load of this.
The VPD to that person, and they will take care of them because they are here looking after our safety, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do for the march, again, these are marshals. There will be some at the front, the middle, and the back.
They're just about to start the march. We're going to stream for the entire march, and then after the march, we'll come back here for the speakers.
If anybody does have any confrontational issues, they will just guide you along immediately, and if there's anything more, again, the VPD will take care of it, okay? So this is what we're going to do for our march. We are going to go up this street right here, right to my left. We will turn right onto Robson, okay? Left on Burrard. And again, the VPD will guide us the whole way, okay? So then we will turn right on Nelson, which is right before St. Paul's. We will go left on Thurlow, left on Davie, left on Granville to come back here, left back on Robson, and we will reconvene right here, right after for the speech portion of the rally, okay? Does that sound okay? So Vancouver, are you ready to march? Yeah! Guys, I want England to hear you. Are you ready to march? Yeah! I want Dublin to hear you. Are you ready to march?
Hey, good, how are you? Good, good. Yeah, you too.
I want the world to hear you. Are you ready? Keep it going. Let me hear you.
Good times in Vancouver, everybody.
Excellent. Okay, so if I could just, when we go, I just want these speakers to be shut off. If someone can just take it on them to just shut off the speakers so we save some power, and then when we come back, we will turn them on, and then we will perhaps do our national anthem again, and then we will get, right? Nothing wrong with that. And then we will get to the speaker portion of the rally, okay? So are we ready to march now? Are we ready? Okay, guys.
Ready?
Again, I just want to remind you guys, please keep this peaceful, non-confrontational. If you get any aggression, ignore it. Just keep walking.
Hey guys, please share the stream.
You, okay?
Not that I want to, support YouTube, but my D Live isn't working right now.
All right,
so I'm going to be live here on YouTube today.
We will reconvene in about an hour. Let's go, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Vancouver.
I'm just tweeting out that we're live right now, guys. Bear with me here. Sorry, boring stream. Bear with me. Oh, awesome.
Awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Really appreciate your work. And
Appreciate that.
Diana, my girlfriend, is awesome people organizer and event coordinator, and so we thought we'd try to touch base with you guys and see if we can help you with your message spreading and
Okay.
your events and
Awesome. Awesome. Do you have a contact or like a...
I don't have it, but I've met you a couple times, even there
Yeah.
the last 3 years.
Okay.
That's where I met you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Diana, Dan.
I'm just streaming live, just so you know. Hi. Hi.
Diana.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So we're a couple of radicals. We're behind you. And
Awesome.
You need to contact us because you know what? We have so much knowledge and we're just
Yeah, hit me up at
stewing
my
over here, to be
Dan at
honest.
pressfortruth.ca email. It's probably the best way to get a hold of
Will
me.
you put it in for me? Or just tell me?
Just Dan at, and then just press
Email is
at pressfortruth.ca.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, I've seen you at
Hey, man.
At Acapulco. Lynn and I were in Acapulco.
Awesome. Yeah. Probably won't be happening this year, I guess,
I
but
guess maybe not. We'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll see.
At the same time, but next
Yeah.
February. But,
yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks. How you doing, brother? Cool. Good. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're here in Vancouver. This is the Freedom Rally 2020. I wanted to go live on D-Live, but we're having audio issues, so here we are. Click that thumbs up button and share this stream, guys. The march just began. Let's go! You gotta stick with me because I gotta pay attention to this.
Hey everybody, look who it is. It's me and Laura Lynn here at the press conference. How you doing? Oh, coronavirus. Coronavirus up grab.
No, almost. 30 seconds.
Hey, good, how are you?
Follow you.
Awesome, appreciate that.
Doing it. One day you can come on my show when I'm big enough.
Wait, let's do that. We were in the, yeah, I know. I meant to respond to your guys' email, but it seemed like there was, I don't know, some sort of,
Yeah, no.
but let's set something up.
Okay, I'll try to get on your Facebook Messenger.
Totally, yeah, do that.
Yeah, you sticking around?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, good to see you.
Yeah, you too, man.
Want to say something for the primary show?
Sure, it's great to see so many people here showing up for freedom and for liberties and fighting back against the oppressive lockdown measures that this government is enforcing upon people. This just goes to show that the pandemic is falling apart, so it's good.
You did a great interview with Ricardo Galati. Thank you. Your video was Ricardo. Excellent video.
Oh, okay, yeah, awesome.
Very powerful. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, guys. Here in downtown Vancouver, there's probably, how many people do you think? It's tough to say. Maybe 500, maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Yeah, maybe 1,000, maybe 500. Either way, it's great to see so many like-minded people and to be around them today. Let me get a better shot of the crowd. And it just keeps coming and coming and coming. Look at all these great signs and these great people out for a great cause. The chant right now is no new normal. I think I may speak at this rally a little later today, so stick around for that. Hey!
That's a sweet ride.
Yeah, they're all set up. Hi!
Oh, that little dog's so scared. Oh, it's okay though.
A lot of great signs, a lot of great people. Sasha Day Games here.
Oh,
Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey. Oh, awesome. Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Oh, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Honestly, it's the reason why we're down here.
Oh, awesome.
sweet.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Hey. Thank you. Good, man. Thanks. Hey, man.
Jesus is king. That guy just said hi to us, but you missed it.
Oh, nice. Good sign. And this looks to be possibly the tail end of it now. So yeah. All right, we're gonna go catch up with the front again. Hey. How's it going? Hey, good, thanks. Yeah. All right. Hey. Good. How are you?
Good.
Cool.
You're not on Facebook anymore, right?
No, not well. Just my personal one
Yeah.
is, but my Press for Truth one got taken down.
I saw the whole thing in Vancouver.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was.
Yeah,
I know.
we're keeping an eye.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey. Oh, nice. Look at that sign. Nice. Oh, nice. Right on. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's cool. Weldon, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, awesome. One of my followers got my picture on his sign. What's it say? Okay, yeah. Twitter bans BitChute links. Oh, yeah. Right on. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
This guy's sign. Free hat with the purchase with every minute. Sit down.
Hello. Yeah, you too. Thank you. 38 people watching with only 24 thumbs up. That don't add up, guys. Click that like button. Share this stream. Again, not that I want to promote YouTube, but my D Live was not working today for the audio, so here we are on YouTube. So yeah, share the stream, guys. These poor people are stuck.
That happened to us.
Yeah. Fear is the virus. Other dogs. Oh wow, the front is way up there. The front of it is way up there.
Oh wow.
Look how big this is, guys.
Yeah, this is
They need to slow it down. This thing goes on for miles, man. Maybe there's more than 1,000. A lot of people here. Let's get away from the music. Got to get away from the music the guy was blasting out of the speaker there because copyright infringement. The algorithms will sometimes trigger a copywritten song. That's actually a technique that Antifa and others will use to have your stream shut down, is to play some copywritten music. We got another guy with a speaker right in front of me blasting some music, so maybe I'll get past him. Literally just trying to get past some music so they don't kill my stream.
Let's just talk really loud so that they can't hear. It's the mask is a muzzle.
We're not really one for chanting, but hey, when in Rome.
chanting if you only yell at once. I refuse
Right.
to repeat myself. Everybody knows that annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah. Wow, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to the front. It's way up there.
There's more music.
More music. Oh, why? Why did they do that?
Pay no attention to the copyright music, everybody. Let's
Yeah.
just ignore the clouds.
Oh, man. I hope that doesn't ruin my stream.
Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
Okay, ignore all the music there, YouTube. That's not us. Please forget about that. All right, let's get above. Let's get beyond this guy.
We don't
I'm
even like this music.
Yeah. This is gonna kill my stream. Stop it, dude. Stop it. I almost want to. Why walk around with the speaker blasting like top 40 music? What the heck? Anyways, somebody says that's not music, it's noise. Yeah, I would agree. So we're trying to get away from the noise. We got a lot of cars going by honking in support of the crowd.
Yeah, and it was interesting. So when we first got here, a man said to me, "Wow, I didn't think there was this many people that wouldn't be wearing masks and that would come here because all I ever see is people with masks." And I said to him, "Yeah, I know, because we spend too much time in the grocery store with all these people who shop and watch TV, right?
Yeah.
So when you get out of that bubble, you realize that all these people are totally against us. We're not the only one."
They do exist. Oh man, the front of the march needs to slow down. Hey
Yeah,
Tony,
you guys are like
how are you, man?
Hey, how are you?
Fine. How are you? Good to see you
Good,
guys.
yeah, you too.
You know this Ryan guy vetoed Maxime Bernier from speaking
Why?
because he's a shill.
No, but well,
Oh, that sucks.
he must give a reason.
He won't give me any reason.
Huh.
He the only thing he did was he mumbled a lie, what turned out to be a lie.
I offered to speak here too, and he said no.
Yeah, you see, he's a fucking liar.
But Laura Lynn's gonna get me up there.
Well, that's sorry about Maxime. That shouldn't happen.
So this guy was just telling us that Maxime Bernier was slated to speak here, and apparently the organizer of the event said no. Don't know if that's true, but that's what these guys are saying.
Feels like a lot of this march is people who have been trying to wake up people on the internet for like months.
Yeah.
And now we're just like, oh, hey, you won't read my post, so I'll just go out in the street.
Awesome. Thanks. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Crawling up the trees.
Looks half eaten.
Oh, because it's early.
All right, guys. We're in the thick of the march here.
How much? That much. Stop people in their tracks.
Got some people looking with wonder here.
And we'll physically back up.
See, that's what
This march is pretty massive, guys. Here in Vancouver. Hey, dude. Good to see you,
brother.
Good to see you, man.
You got lots of trouble with BLM, right?
Oh gosh.
see you here, guys.
I know. Yeah, man. You too.
Picking up a little bit.
Yeah. I
Quite
know.
optimistic.
Totally.
Peace, brother.
See ya.
I remember him from the airport.
Yeah. Met that guy in Acapulco, Mexico.
We met him in the Vancouver airport.
That's true. On the way to Mexico. Yeah. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're at a Vancouver Freedom Rally. I was going to go live to my D Live, but we're having audio issues, so back here on ChillTube. So I'm going to use this channel for now, but I obviously want you guys to subscribe to me on BitChute, bitchute.com/pressfortruth, minds.com/pressfortruth, flote.app, flote.app/dandix@pft. Links for all these are in the description below, guys. I'm uploading stuff to there daily. So get off YouTube, get on over to those other channels. But I'm only here today because my D-Live isn't working properly. So here we are. I can't even see the front of this thing. It's just huge. It just keeps going and going. Yeah.
The mask is a muzzle.
Wow, the front of the march is really way up there.
This is huge.
It's huge. More than a couple thousand, probably.
Oh, definitely.
A few thousand at least. You guys saw how big the rallies got in Berlin, Germany, right? Upwards of 1 million people. London, England saw like 30 or 40,000 people. The media is certainly going to report like 10% of the numbers. So if we got 2,000 here, the media might say there's 200 or 150 people, I bet. It's ridiculous. But that's why we need independent media on the scene to cover these things, to bring you guys real information. That's why they're trying to suppress us here on YouTube. They're turning it into ThemTube. That's why you got to go join me on the other channels, guys. But I'm here for now, so check it out.
Masks are for carpenters and drywallers.
Where the heck are we marching to?
Oh, that's awesome.
Got a thumbs up from that truck. Meeting a lot of people today. Well, these are our kind of people.
And they made you feel bad about not wearing a mask. Just remember these folks.
Yeah.
They're all with you. And just calmly and nicely say no thank you to that mask and just walk on in.
Yeah.
Stand up for your rights!
There's one of the restaurants I exposed in my undercover hidden camera video. That Thai restaurant right there. I have a video called Hidden Camera Undercover Investigation Reveals Contact Tracing Privacy Violations. And that's one of the restaurants that we visited where they were letting us write down our own contact info, giving us access to everybody else's contact info. Which again is another good reason for these types of freedom rallies. Oh yeah. Hey. Good. How's it going? Michael, nice to meet you guys. Yeah, you too. I'm streaming, just so you know. Hey, how's it going?
This is great.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough to say.
Can't see one end to the other.
I know it's really spread out, eh? Maybe 1,000. It's tough to say. More? I thought maybe 2. It's really tough to say. I know if there's 2,000 here, the mainstream media is going to say about 150. Yeah. So the front of the march is still way down there. And as you can see, it's still pretty thick here.
Man.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Nick,
nice to meet you. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
You got taken down there.
Yeah.
I've been looking at your website every once in a while.
Okay. Yeah, good. Cool.
Up, man.
Appreciate it, man. If you guys just happen to be just tuning in now, we're in downtown Vancouver at a pretty big freedom rally. In the face of these COVID-19 security measures, you know, the lockdown measures, the mandatory masks. So these people are, you know, fed up with the things they're seeing all over the world. And we don't want to see our rights being incrementally encroached on here in Canada as well. So these people are speaking out about the need to raise awareness about that before it happens. And it has happened to a great extent. You know, everything's being pushed in incrementally. Got some Q people here, it sounds like, with that chant. Got all kinds here, actually. All sorts of people from the political spectrum are here. Because, well, freedom's popular. Take another look at the size of this thing. It just keeps going and going. I can't even make it to the front. And the back is way back there.
Problem. We've had a fundamental problem.
All right, guys. Share this stream. It's supposed to be on D Live right now, but the audio was glitching out. Unfortunately, I would rather be there than YouTube, but I have the ability to live stream to this particular Dan Dix channel, so I'm going to use that opportunity to get the word out to everyone there in YouTube land that this rally is happening today in Vancouver. Why? Because, well, freedom is popular. A lot of people are fed up with the government's response to COVID-19. We're seeing terrible things go on in Ontario, in Quebec, and to think that some of these things are not going to come here to the West is just simply being naive. So these people see what's coming down the pipe, and they're trying to raise awareness about it. Now we're on Granville Street. I'm going to try to speed up a little and get a better shot of the whole size of the crowd. So, hi. So you can see how far it goes up there, way, way, way up there. And the back of it is way back. So yeah, this thing is huge. A little bit different from 3 or 4 months ago when me and my wife went to the first one, and we tweeted out a viral tweet. And we were, you know, mocked and ridiculed. Well, look at this movement now.
I wish some of the signs and their chanting, though, would inform the public about how all of this, nothing's mandatory. It's all an offer. You can either accept or reject the offer.
Yeah.
Accept us or reject this offer. Because it's a bogus offer.
Yeah. Exactly. Everything's an offer. We can just not comply. Just say thanks, but no thanks. Oh, mandatory mask to get into that store? Thanks, but no thanks. Oh, mandatory vaccine in order to access this certain thing? Thanks, but no thanks. Non-compliance is going to be key moving forward. If we want this thing to completely crumble, which it will, but it's going to require people like this standing up and fighting it.
But they can't force you to give up your rights, and they can't force you to give up your soul.
Yeah. So we're just heading back to the art gallery now to commence the speeches part of the rally. They have a number of guest speakers. I may get up there and say a thing or two. We'll see. I'll stream it if I do. A lot of people in masks watching, just in shock that people would dare disobey the health officials and the government, who, by the way, want you to have sex with a mask on and to put your baby down when you're stay 6 feet away from your own baby when it's not necessary. Yeah, that's the government they listen to.
The same government that told us in the 70s that you should smoke while you're pregnant because you'll have a smaller baby and therefore an easier pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly. the chant has changed to take off your mask.
They should just inform them that it's a choice. Like, don't take it off if you don't want to. If
That's
you
right.
feel that scared.
Well, that's the thing about the liberty-minded people is we're not anti-mask. I'm certainly not anti-mask. If somebody wants to wear a mask, go for it. I mean,
if you want to wear a rabbit
yourself
suit,
out.
go ahead.
But don't force me to do it.
Right?
2 meters from those lunatics.
See, that's the problem. Did you guys just hear that?
Hear that? The
We're
guy said,
lunatics.
stay 2 meters away from these lunatics.
It's like none of us are sick. We're all healthy. We're all here to show everyone that we've all been avoiding masks and hugging people and shaking hands, and we're not sick. We're not spreading anything. There's nothing to spread other than the common cold, which we've always had to deal with.
And that's the problem is they've using this asystematic carrier idea to essentially turn every single person into the enemy. Everyone is now potentially the terrorist. Remember in the post 9/11 security apparatus, everyone was being, hey. This is our good friend.
Yeah, I'll catch you up on the steps.
Cool. Running into a lot of good people here.
See, again, hugging people, doing this all the time. Not sick.
Yeah. But you might not know you are.
If I am sick, everyone around me has been fine as well. So no one's dying, no one's getting ill, everybody's okay. And again, the influenza is a real thing. We've dealt with that since the dawn of humanity.
All right, guys, we got 84 people watching and only 58 thumbs up. Come on, guys, click that like button. It really depends on you. As you know, the algorithms here are designed to stop this type of info from being seen. When I used to post these live streams to my Press for Truth YouTube channel, they would get deleted right away. They'd get pulled down. So there's a pretty good chance this one's going to get pulled as well, guys. So please copy this video as soon as it's done. Copy it, save it.
Fuck you.
There's no reason to be aggressive at all. There's
I just ignore him.
Stop watching TV. Stop watching TV.
Wow, this really is huge. Isn't it bizarre seeing a wall of masked people just observing free people?
Infections on their faces from wearing a mask all day. Bacterial
Poor
infections
kids.
on your face.
These guys.
You will get a bacterial infection on your face from wearing a mask all day.
So if you're just tuning in, guys, there's thousands of people marching for freedom. And there's people on the sidelines wearing masks, looking at them like just dumbfounded zombies who are just like, what is happening?
We need each other. All of us. If you are afraid, they win. Do not be afraid.
I know, but
You're afraid.
that's right. Just look at this. It just keeps going. The people with masks just dumbfounded. Don't get mad at them, dude. They're brainwashed.
Do not divide us.
There you go.
Hey. Yeah. So once again, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're here in Vancouver. It's the Freedom Rally 2020. A couple of thousand people probably here protesting the COVID-19 lockdown measures. We're heading back to the art gallery right now where speeches will commence. So stay tuned.
Take off your mask, choose freedom. Take off your mask, choose freedom. 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 Take off the mask. Freedom.
All right, we've almost gotten back to the original destination, and then we'll get a pretty good idea of just how big this crowd is.
Just want to tell you I appreciate what you do, Dan.
Thanks, appreciate it. Joey Geis is sending Patriot love from Ontario. Thanks for the love. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat here.
On camera.
All right. Here we are at the beginning of the. This is where it all began. Whole crowd just came full circle. And we're gonna get a spot up on the steps of the stage to get a shot of this crowd for you.
And in Montreal, it was such a liar. I know, it's over 10,000.
It's big. I can tell you that. It's big. Thank you. Hey. Hey, how are you?
Man?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, good to see you.
Ah,
I've been sharing our video lately a lot. Some people have been asking me about like, yeah.
I wore this today because I saw what happened to you.
Oh yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
It's been a good march today.
Yeah, these are our these are our kind of people, so nothing to worry about here, I think.
No, well,
You don't know what you're gonna see. Yeah.
The big banner.
Yeah, you never know
Yeah, I
who's
know,
gonna
yeah.
get upset.
I've had a guy on a bike once. Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
Better
that's
be
true.
safe.
I figured what the hell.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a police officer here, 1918, and he's a sergeant. He's in charge of the whole thing. So, did you hear this bit? I spoke to him an hour ago.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you'll see him. He's around here. And so I went up to him when there's very few people here, and I said, "We realize today there's going to be more than 50 people here. What are you guys going to do about it?"
Thank you. Yeah.
Just politely, friendly. He says, "This is a direct quote. We've decided to suspend enforcement of the Public Health Act order today because the charter is over the Public Health Act order."
Right.
It's a direct
Do you mind being on the stream?
Well,
We're streaming.
I'm sure I'll do it, but I just told Laura Lynn that, and I want somebody to say it from up there.
Right.
But if you see him, he's a big tall guy, and you'll notice it's important. Even the police officers have a hat on. Except this guy
Yeah.
has bicycle helmet. And he has a mask.
Okay.
A real professional mask that you can talk to. But nobody else has a mask.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that.
1918.
Okay, thanks.
You guys are great. You guys are fucking great.
All right, I'm gonna go up here and we'll get a shot of this.
You guys are so great. Thank you so much.
Here, do you want a photo?
You guys are beautiful. Thank you ever so much, all of you. Every single one of you.
All right. They're just starting to flood back in, so there's a lot more people to come. The march was very spread out. And there's kind of a funnel point over there, so they're all just kind of squeaking their way in now.
Me too.
It makes it hard to think about speaking. Should I bring this up with me and like film myself by myself, or just hand it off to you? Do you think? Might be neat to do it live.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say from your perspective.
Yeah. All right, again, they're all just funneling back in here, trickling their way in. It's going to be a lot.
So you have a live audience right now?
Yeah, if you happen to be just tuning in right now, we are live in downtown Vancouver. We're at the Art Gallery. It's the Freedom Rally 2020 here in Vancouver. There's kind of a pinch point in the line back there as the march is starting to funnel back in, but they're about to take the speeches now. So we're gonna film, we're gonna stream the rest of this event here, let you guys hear all the speeches, and then we'll wrap it up. Maybe do a few interviews and stuff like that. But I'm gonna hang out right here for a little bit and just show you guys the general vibe of this whole thing.
So for all the people who are like listening, how many of you are homesteading or getting yourself ready for homesteading? Just watching how the world and where we're going.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. So, you can't do it all at once. It's a process, but you should be getting at least watching videos to show you how to take care of chickens or something.
Yep, the time to homeschool is now, that's for sure. I would not be letting my kid wear a muzzle and stand 6 feet apart. Hello.
Somebody sent me this 2 days ago. It's worldwide. And I thought they have signs down here, so I didn't make one.
Interesting.
But as of Tuesday, September 15th, all over the world, they're not going to be wearing, they're all going to throw their masks away.
That's in like 2 days.
I thought you must have seen,
Yeah, I've seen this.
So I don't know who's going to say anything to anybody about this. Do you want me to send it to you? Or do you want me to send it? Do you want to take a picture of it? Yeah. But just take a picture with your phone. It's easier. Yeah. I sent him stuff before. He doesn't get it. Well, that's the thing. He's too busy, right? So that's why there's so much. Because he gets all the other stuff. But I can't believe it's not one person. He's not going to got it.
Well, I've seen this too, but I thought it was just something in the U.S. because they're like.
All right, they're getting the speakers turned back on, getting ready to fire up this crowd.
Yeah, I saw it on my Instagram this morning.
Where to the speakers?
Yeah, Laura's up there after this. I haven't seen her yet. Not since we got back.
Wow, they just keep coming and coming. There is a lot of people flooding into here. So once again,
You see Falun Gong is here?
oh yeah,
With us.
right on. So all those yellow shirts down there is the Falun Gong protesters who are speaking out against organ harvesting in Tibet and stuff like that. They're here all the time on weekends, so I guess they're just doing their thing, which is cool. And again, they're just setting up for some speeches now. But I think they're just waiting for the people to continue pouring in. As I said, there's a bit of a pinch point over there. So hundreds and hundreds of people are flowing in right now. So we're just going to wait for the crowd to fill up all the way and then start with some speeches.
So we're all out here. We have bloggers out here. We have influencers out here. It'd be interesting to see the media out here. I mean, we don't care about MSM. They only lie anyways.
Why the government has so much authority to decide.
All right, guys, we got 92 people tuned in, but only 83 thumbs up. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it doesn't quite add up. Come on now, click that thumbs up button, share this stream. Again, it's not so much that I want to be promoting YouTube today, but my live stream was unfortunately having audio issues. So here we are, broadcasting live on YouTube, even though they took down my Press for Truth channel, probably for promoting this type of stuff. But you think I'm gonna just stop? Heck no. Here we are streaming. They may delete this channel too, guys. That's all the more reason why you need to be on my BitChute and Minds and Float and Library, all the other places where I'm now posting daily. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. That's great. Look at this crowd. I think we have maybe 2,000 people. They're not even all back yet from the march. It was spread out quite a bit. There's Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson down there. She's going to be speaking. She's somewhat emceeing the event. Oh, there we go. Awesome. This guy's got me on his sign. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
You got a bit more protection out here this time around, huh?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, my kind of crowd.
This is the most censored man probably in all of British Columbia.
Hello.
Hey, can I say hi, Dan?
Yeah, of course.
I've seen you lots of times on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I do. Sorry they can get censored so bad.
It is what it is, man. I'll just keep plugging away.
Did you live in Mission for a while?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
No. Toronto, and then Vancouver. Yeah.
Well, Adrian, I just wanted to say nice work.
Appreciate it.
Great to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too.
All the things Bilderberg and
Yeah, right on. Cool, man. I agree about the shirt. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Chad.
Chad, nice to meet you, man.
I've followed you on YouTube for a while.
Awesome, man. Thanks. Hey.
Hey, how's everything going?
Not bad, man.
Good.
How you doing?
Really good.
Cool.
I haven't been keeping up. How you been doing? Like with the whole program?
Sticking with it. Still streaming, making videos.
I guess the YouTube is just shut down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where can I find you again? On
BitChute,
BitChute,
Library, and Minds and Float. I'm actually on YouTube right now. An old channel I had. Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So I hope it stays up.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. We'll
right
see.
On, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for all your work.
Appreciate it, man. Wow, I'm meeting so many cool people here today.
So I've come across your material online, and
Yeah.
I've actually written to you, but it's okay. You probably get gazillions of emails.
I do.
No doubt. I'm a guy who was responsible for trying to spearhead a lot of 5G education last year and partially this year in the area, right?
Yeah.
I brought in a scientist. But I was trying to point out that UBC, I know you were doing something on UBC campus.
Right, yeah.
That we were trying to point out that they'd already started with the implementation on a trust basis. So if you want to do, I didn't give you my phone number. It would be helpful, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Because otherwise you just got info and you don't have contact. But Good turnout today.
It is a good turnout. It was awesome.
I've spoken at previous events. I'm not speaking today though.
Oh, okay.
One of my other friends is talking today.
Cool.
So what's your take on this?
Yeah.
I get 15 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll be like 5.
You get to talk today.
I guess so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
She should start.
Yeah. Okay. So
What's her name?
just to let you know, I'm live streaming right now. So that was Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson. She's going to get me up here to speak. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to say yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah. Is that okay? Okay. But yeah, hit me up sometime.
I was at my dad's funeral yesterday, and I was doing part of my eulogy. And the priest cut me off.
Oh my God.
As I started to talk about the care home that he was in,
How's the sound of those speakers? Can you hear me over there?
behind me and cut me off. And
Wow.
I tried to speak faster to get my story out,
Yeah.
to finish
How's the sound
my
over there?
eulogy.
Can you guys hear me over there?
And he came up again and said, "We're running out of time."
Oh my God.
But he didn't. He started the service late, so I was like,
Yeah,
"It's
that's-
not on me." And then he opened it up to the public again and said, "Does anybody have any stories to tell about my dad?" And nobody wanted to come up.
Yeah.
So then he went back to me because then I sang a few songs.
Right.
So it was like there was no reason that he had to cut me off. So I'm really pissed off. So anyway, that's my story. Brutal.
What happened?
Brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, great turnout today.
Yes, awesome.
Were we peaceful? Were we friendly? Do we feel free? Do we have rights? Let's do it one more time. What do we want? When do we want it? Just the guys. What do we want? Just the ladies. When do we want it? Freedom is essential. Rights are essential. Freedom is essential.
Huge rally.
Essential. Vancouver, I love you. Good job. All right, so what we're going to do, we've already sung it once, but we're going to do it again. We're going to say our national anthem so loud that the world is going to hear us right now. Okay, I'd like to introduce my friend, Christy Dirksen, for the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what an idiot. Uh-oh. Don't kill the stream. No. They're gonna kill the stream. Yeah, stop with the music. Kill the music. All right. I'm going to try to disrupt the algorithms by continuously talking into my mic here so that the music doesn't get picked up by the algorithms, and then the algorithm shuts down my YouTube stream because this is really stupid. No, stop listening to the music, YouTube. This is not. I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to make money off of this. Please don't terminate this channel. You've already terminated my channel. You've already terminated Press for Truth once. Please don't do it. Stop. No. Don't listen to the music. Don't listen to the music. We've had enough of the music. All right, let's stop that. Stop that. Copyright infringement. I don't want this. I don't want it. Oh, screw it. We'll see what's gonna. We'll see what's gonna happen. My God, that was close.
Nothing wrong with a little impromptu celebration for our freedoms. Right, guys? I love it. How do you guys like that? We good? You good, Vancouver? Okay, now that we're feeling good, we're relaxed, we had our march, we're ready to hear some speakers now. So, the first speaker I got for you, very special guest. You guys might know him from the group Vaccine Choice Canada. This man has done some good things, and he's going to tell you all about all the stuff he's done with the laws of vaccines. I want you to give a very, very friendly welcome to Ted Coots!
I just want to start off to say how much I appreciate all of you being here. This fills my heart. You know, this is a pretty difficult journey that we're on. Our experience, our values, our perceptions are not reflected back to us by our government, by our public health officials, and by our mainstream media. And sometimes it feels pretty lonely. And when I see all of you and I see the messages that you're carrying and the love that you have and the commitment to this country and to your family and our freedoms, I have to tell you, it feels pretty good. Before I begin, I want you to do something. I want you to reach to a couple of people around you and thank them for being here, because they're warriors who have your back.
Thank you.
People hug, man.
Yeah, you can hug.
You can hug. You can hug. You can talk.
Look at all these dangerous people shaking hands.
It's not a crime to hug. Actually, it is. But do I care? No.
So, for those of you who I haven't met yet, my name is Ted Prince. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I've been a medical choice activist for more than 30 years. Having my son injured by a vaccine in 1984 woke me up. It helped me to realize that what we're being told and what the truth is often two different things. And when I saw how the medical industry responds to the injury, the systemic injury of our children, I knew that we have a problem, and the problem is very deep. Our medical industry, our governments, our media are captured. They're lying to us, they're deceiving us. And I know some, maybe many are well intended, but there are enough who know that what's happening is wrong. I lost my son in 2017 to his vaccine injury. Josh lived with an uncontrolled seizure from the moment that he had his 500 vaccine shot. And the difficulty of living with that day after day was excruciating. But I realized Josh came to be of service to humanity, that he was trying to help wake me up so I could help wake other people up. And so I do this for my son Joshua. I do it so that his death is not in vain. I do it so that other children are not harmed the way my son was harmed, and many others are harmed. We need more accountability than we have. We actually need real science, not the kind that is being peddled by our pharmaceutical industry and our public health agencies. In addition to being a father and a grandfather, I'm also the current president of Vaccine Choice Canada. And for most of our history since they formed in some form or another in 1982 to protect the rights of parents to make medical decisions for their children, we have mostly focused our energy on information and advocacy, helping to educate parents, and then supporting parents whose children have been harmed. But last year we felt we had to step up a little bit. The Ontario government, which is one of only 2 governments in Canada that mandate vaccines for children to attend school, they have exemptions. But what they did in 2016 is they decided to add a few more coercive measures. They insisted that a parent who did not comply with every single vaccine, even if they excused their children from one, they would be forced to attend an education session to get their mind right. BC seems to think that's a good idea because they just initiated that policy as well. But the other thing that Ontario did is they forced parents to sign what we call compelled speech. As part of the exemption process, they were required to admit that they were knowingly putting their child at risk. And we felt that that had gone too far. We looked for a lawyer that we thought would help us fight the battle with the Ontario government. We found Rocco Galati.
Rocco.
And last October, in front of the legislature in Toronto, we stood, Rocco and I, stood in front of an audience like this, and we said we're going to take the Ontario government to court. When all of this COVID insanity started to show up in February and March, I have to tell you that I was inundated with emails from people saying, could you please do something? Well, Vaccine Choice Canada fight this fight too. I have to tell you, I have almost 10,000 unread emails. I can't get them all. As a board, we talked about whether this was our fight. We felt like the media had marginalized us, and so to fight a fight about freedom was bigger than our mandated Vaccine Choice Canada. But we didn't see anybody else standing up. So we had another conversation with Rocco. And we said, Rocco, will you take this one on too? And he said yes. So on July the 6th in Toronto, we filed legal action against the Prime Minister of Canada, Premier of Ontario, the Mayor of Toronto, Teresa Pam, and more than half a dozen medical offers throughout Ontario. But we saved the best for last. We also sued the Canadian Broadcast Corporation.
You don't seem too worried about it today.
Yeah. Right, really. Let me see it.
So the way the rules of law go, and I'm no expert on this, but I'm learning a lot from Rocco, is that we can only seek relief from the government, but we can financially sue the CBC. So we've sued them for $11 million. Now, they weren't saying nice things about us before that, so I don't expect them to say nice things now either. Just for your information, the other battle that we fought last year is the province of New Brunswick decided that they're the second province that has mandates for child school attendance. Yep. And they decided they were going to introduce legislation to remove all exemptions other than medical. So no religious exemptions, no personal conscience exemptions. Now they did something a little unusual. They formed a committee on law amendments. They invited people to speak before that committee, and they gave them a whole 30 minutes each, which is unheard of. Most of the time you get 5 minutes. Vaccine Choice Canada brought in experts from around the world. We brought in constitutional lawyers to speak, and we presented to that committee for 3 days. CBC said we hijacked the committee, and you bet we did. I spoke for my entire 30 minutes, and the meeting was angry that I didn't leave room for questions. But they asked if they could put in one question. They asked the moderator if they could ask me one question, and she said yes. And so their question was, if they go ahead with their legislation, would Vaccine Choice Canada sue them? And I said, absolutely. In response to that threat, they withdrew the legislation. But 2 weeks later, they reintroduced it and included the notwithstanding clause. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, it says that they know that they're violating our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, but they're going to do it anyways. They thought that that would protect them from a legal challenge. Rocco advised them that that's not the case. They would still be sued. What I can tell you is about 6 weeks ago, the legislature finally voted on that bill and it was defeated. But you need to know that the war is not over. That was just a little skirmish. They're coming after us. And that's what this whole COVID thing is about. We're with you. I'm with you. You know, those of us that haven't been fully hypnotized, that have the ability to read and think and ask questions, very quickly came to the conclusion that this was a massive fraud. But I wanted to give the government the benefit of the doubt, and so I wrote our BC government, I wrote Adrian Dix, I wrote Bonnie Henry, I wrote John Morgan, and I said, I got 26 questions And the questions were things like, what mathematical model will you use to figure out what the risk is of COVID? How many people do you think are going to die? How many do you think are going to die from the measures you're imposing? What's your evidence that social distancing works? What's your evidence that masking works? I asked, like I said, 26 questions. After about 4 weeks, I got a response, and they half answered one question. So I wrote them back. And I said, if this was a grade 10 science exam, you would have failed. I sent the same list of questions to the House of Commons COVID committee. And after I sent it off to the clerk of the committee, she emailed me back and said she got it and she would copy and distribute it to all of the committee members. Half an hour later, I got another email from the clerk from the COVID committee saying, I'm sorry, Mr. Kuntz, but I've just been informed that the committee is not accepting submissions from the public. We no longer have a democracy working.
No, we don't. We have a dictator named Trudeau in.
Our courts have been closed. There's no accountability. We're in a very dangerous place. And I'm glad you're here to help us preserve it. Well, I don't know how much longer you want me to go, but I haven't even started my speech yet. So for those of you who don't know that aren't Vaccine Choice members, is that we hold a national Zoom call every Saturday evening with people from coast to coast. We bring in experts from around the world to talk about this whole situation. We share the science, we ask tough questions, because we think that we need to be informed. We have to know what we're talking about when we fight this battle. And Rocco Bellotti comes on almost every week, and he's always an interesting guy. He's got lots to share. I really enjoy when he does that. He was on fire last night. I think he realizes that we're in big trouble here, and so he needed to tell us that stop going along with this insanity.
This should be better audio.
So after the call ended, I thought, okay, I need to rewrite my speech for tomorrow. So let me quickly share with you some of my thoughts. First of all, I want to say is, I'm not here to protest. Protesting is a statement that others are more powerful than we are, and I don't believe that. I'm here to honor, celebrate, and express values as informed consent, bodily sovereignty, medical choice, and our Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This is a very dangerous time in the history of Canada and the world. I have not seen a threat of this magnitude in my lifetime. Our very democracy, livelihoods, economy, rule of law, right to privacy, freedom, and autonomy are all at risk. If things continue as they are, all of these rights and freedoms will be gone by Christmas.
Yeah, you have to fight for them.
And if you doubt that, take a look at what's happening in Australia. I now live in Kelowna. When I showed up here on Friday, I was absolutely shocked. I hadn't been in Vancouver for 6 weeks, and the amount of masking in the city was shocking. I couldn't believe what's happened in 6 weeks. And this increase is happening even though individuals hospitalized and purportedly have died from COVID-19 has declined dramatically. What it tells me is people's fear should be decreasing, not increasing. But that's not what's happening.
94% error.
I blame the federal government, the provincial government, our public health officers and the mainstream media for this. What we know now that we didn't know in March is that the lethality of COVID-19 has been massively overstated. If you are under age 60 and in good health, the risk of dying from COVID is virtually zero. The evidence is clear that the mortality of this infection is similar to a modern influenza season, even with our artificially inflated numbers. So the fear is not based upon lethality. Instead, the level of fear is a result of intentional and deliberate manipulations by the government, public health, and the mainstream media to manufacture fear. The real epidemic is not a virus, it's unwarranted fear. If Dr. Henry and Adrian Dix and John Horrigan were being honest, they would be reassuring the public that the crisis is over and we need not be afraid.
Exactly! They're sellouts.
If I paraphrase John Lennon, I would say is the pandemic is over if you want it. But they are not making efforts to reassure the public. They are not getting us back to normal. Instead, they are repeating the mantra of panic and that we should be afraid of every single citizen.
They're Satanists.
We are sacrificing our livelihoods, our democracy, our economy, our communities, our families, and our freedom based upon the number of people purportedly testing positive. A number that is rendered meaningless when you understand that the SARS-CoV-2 virus has never been isolated, purified, or proven to cause the infection called COVID-19. I had coffee with a friend yesterday and he told me that he believes the government is doing the best they can with what they know. But I'm sure you get that too. I had a good friend when I told him that we were suing the government. He said, "Ted, I can't go with you there. I believe in science." And I said to him, "I believe in science too. That's why we're suing the government." So I want to tell you, in that statement of claim that we filed, it was supported by more than 45 world experts. We had 245 references, over 191 pages. Rocco said it was the longest and most complicated statement of claim he's done in his entire 30-year history as a lawyer. We outlined in that statement of claim that the measures being imposed are irresponsible, dangerous, not supported by scientific and medical evidence, and a violation of our rights and freedoms. So I know that what our politicians and medical officers and mainstream media are doing is not because they don't know the facts. They know the facts. They don't care. The fraud is intentional. They have another agenda. The agenda involves keeping us afraid. They want us begging for a vaccine. It's not going to happen. By every indicator, their measures are failing miserably. According to their own numbers, case counts are rising out of control, so they say. Our economy is in free fall. Our rights and freedoms are violated on a daily basis. Our privacy is invaded. Our bodily autonomy is dismissed. And our health, most especially our mental health, is in serious decline. Unemployment is up, bankruptcies are up, suicides are up, family violence is up, drug and alcohol abuse is up, homelessness is up, helplessness is up.
Donald.
There's plenty of evidence that their measures are doing more harm than good.
That's right.
You know, Bonnie Henry says to be kind, but what she's doing is not kind.
That's good.
Huh?
Just stand here.
Oh, sorry, Dan.
It's all right.
Sorry, Dan.
It's all good.
True caring doesn't involve dishonesty, deception, coercion, manipulation, intimidation, the silencing of criticism, or forced medical treatments. The measures that they're imposing is not about our health. Forced isolation, forced masking, contact tracing, microchipping, hiding in our homes, disconnected from our families and communities, our elders living and dying alone, our children denied a proper education and socialization, our right to congregate as a community outlawed. These measures do not promote health.
They're trying to kill us off again and again and again. We're sick of it. No more.
Instead, masking is mandated. Masking is not an effective medical intervention. There's no scientific evidence with a verified outcome that supports masking to prevent viral transmission. The mask is a psychological device. The mask is obedience training. It's part of the incremental violation of our rights to ensure acceptance of forced vaccination when it comes. There is no informed consent with masking, just as there will be no informed consent with the COVID vaccine. While the government says that the COVID vaccine will not be mandatory, make no mistake, restrictions will be in place on those who are not vaccinated, just as restrictions have been placed on those who are unmasked. Access to food, education, employment, travel, and public amenities will all be restricted. Coercion is a simple disguised form of mandate.
Our rights matter. Canadian rights matter.
This government doesn't want us to assemble here today. They don't want us to have this conversation. The fact is the government is afraid, and it should be. Our trust in our government and the medical industry is declining rapidly. More people are waking up. The curtain is being pulled back. More people realize the emperor has no clothes.
Tell Bill Gates to take the vaccine. On live stream.
I will not stand by and allow cabal to destroy our nation, our economy, our democracy, our rights and freedoms, and our bodily sovereignty. I will not go along because it's easy to go along. It's time for a new normal because the old normal is not good enough. It got us to this insanity we have today. I believe this is a time of transformation. The old mythology is breaking down as it should. Some have called this the Great Unraveling. Let's create a better society than we have. People are waking up. 50,000 people showed up yesterday in Montreal. More than 1 million showed up in Berlin a week ago. Rocco did an interview with Rebel News last week. His interview was watched more than 100,000 times before Facebook took it down. On September the 1st, Rocco publicly launched the Constitutional Rights Center. Since that date, he has received more than 700,000 hits in less than 2 weeks. We have been contacted by lawyers from around the world who are requesting to use our statement of claim to sue their governments. If the measures that are imposed don't take into consideration the health of our community, the health of our economy, the health of our relationships, if the actions violate our rights and freedoms and our bodily sovereignty, if the actions are not evidence-based, they're not the right actions. So again, I want to thank you for being here today and helping us to reclaim our rights and freedoms and expose the truth. I want to leave you with the words from Mahatma Gandhi. He said, civil disobedience becomes a sacred duty when the state becomes lawless or corrupt. I'm going to pull a Steve Jobs. One more thing. I think it's time that we take the BC government to court, don't you? So this lady here, Tanya Gaw, has been contacting me a few times. And she's started up an organization called Action for Canada. And she asked if Vaccine Choice Canada would join in launching a legal challenge. So we're hoping to sign a retainer agreement with a lawyer I happen to know. That we're going to start a fundraising campaign immediately. Thank you all.
Great job, Ted!
Thank you, Ted! Thank you, Ted!
Thank you so much, Ted, and for Vaccine Choice Canada and all that they're doing. It's been an incredible journey. On April 1st, I spoke in Victoria for Canada Day. Boy, this is a different crowd. This is just so exciting and so awesome. And somebody handed me a flyer, and on it, it talked about Bill 19. And I thought, what's Bill 19? And I have a feeling that a lot of you don't know about it either. And Bill 19, it's described as, I'm just going to start referring to my notes a little bit too, because I don't want to miss a thing in my message here today. So the BC government at the end of June had tabled this bill, and once people started finding out about it, they quickly passed it through second and third readings on July 8th. Because of the nature of this legal action that we're commencing is due to this bill. And it's due to the overreach of the government prior to that. But when you hear about this one, you're going to want to get involved. And with Vaccine Choice Canada, we've decided to come together, but we're going to need your help because this has to be a constitutional challenge. That's the only way to overturn Bill 19. That's right. It's a very costly undertaking, and we can't do this on our own. So we're reaching out to you today. If we're unable to raise the funds that are required, we will decide to do one of two things. We will take a lesser action, but we will take an effective action. And any extra funds will be donated to the action that Vaccine Choice is taking against the federal government, the CBC, and other bad players in this. So nothing's going to go to waste. So we need a lot of money. It's going to be around $400,000. And so we've set up a donation page on Action for Canada. Somebody made this wonderful sign, so thank you to whoever did that. So go to Action for Canada with the number 4 and go to our donation site, actionforcanada.com. And we've had a little technical difficulties because we have a second link that will be set up for this, but we're going to put our own needs aside right now. And until we get this sorted out, you just donate to the big red button on that page, please. And we'll take care of whoever is trying to interfere with what it is that we're doing. And we'll get everything up and running smoothly. So that's just to start. So anyways, so for the past 6 months, as we know, the BC government has supported the federal government's extreme lockdown measures. Despite public outcry and the countless number of internationally recognized medical and scientific experts advising that the threat from this year's coronavirus does not justify the measures that have been imposed. Yet, due to the egregious and persistent violations citizens' constitutional rights, the BC provincial and municipal governments, in their response to COVID-19, we believe it is necessary to take this legal action. So on July 8th, as I mentioned, Bill 19 was passed. They call it the COVID-19 Related Measures Act. Bill 19, we'll take it all. Okay, so take it. Wow. Take it. Tremendous thank you to everyone. Camille is walking around with a hat, and we just asked you to take her. Go right now. Okay. Thank you. Richard has a message.
I'll give $1,000. Who will match me? Come on up. Go and match me.
Thank you, Richard. Wow, I'm just overwhelmed. This is absolutely thrilling and amazing. Thank you. All right.
Wow, they're just lining up to give some cash. Awesome. Crowdfunding, what a way to go. Awesome.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
Right in the box, guys.
Donate Donations are just flying in.
Everyone has to see. This is what we people are doing.
Awesome.
Standing up.
That's great.
This is what we
There's a lot of money right now.
standing up. Standing up against the oppressive system.
We're gonna have a hat on the front table, and I'm walking around with this box, okay? So we got both places. People are putting 50s and the 100s. You guys are amazing. And then we'll let this woman keep talking, but we're gonna keep collecting this money.
Okay, let's get the donations on the table.
Wow, it's amazing.
This is absolutely amazing. I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you. Just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. For months, I have had turmoil over what to do. I thought I'm just one small person. But I know some pretty fantastic people. And I know the people of BC love this
I'm going to stand there, but we need a couple
and they're so concerned for the
If
future
you find an orange shirt,
of this
just tell
province
them.
and this nation and the future for our children. And I kept saying, no, I'm not the one for this. It's got to be somebody else. Somebody else will step up. And you know, I just kept pushing forward because it has to be done. I kept hearing that voice saying, this has to be done. This bill has to be challenged. And then when I contacted Ted, there wasn't even a hesitation that we needed to do this. We're doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for you. We're doing it for the future of our children. I have great hope today, and I hope you do too, because we're going to fight, and we're going to fight hard. Bill 19 has been described as the most draconian legislation constitutional lawyers have ever seen. And you know what that bill has in it? It says, oh, and don't think that anybody, any of you could come and hold any of the premier, any of the MPs, our health advisor, anybody responsible for the negative effects of what this lockdown has done to any of you. So they're covering their butts because they know what they're doing is wrong. And that's falling on millions of people in this country who are out of work.
Okay, I already count right there.
Okay. I've been so thrown off, and this is so overwhelming, you guys. I'm just absolutely amazed. This is absolutely thrilling. Woo! We're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do this. All right. All right, this lady has a word.
Hi, I made my way up from the back. I'm going to donate $1,000. Who's going to match me? Let's go, let's go.
Thank you. What's your name? Debbie? Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, everyone. All right, all right. All right, the box is on the front table here at the bottom of the stairs if anybody wants to make their way forward. Thank you so much. I want to talk a little bit about what the effects of this lockdown, who this has affected, and why the government should be held accountable. Thousands have died in BC because life-saving surgeries, organ transplants, and other treatments were not deemed essential. COVID patients are dying after being denied life-saving treatment. Yes, hydroxychloroquine with zinc works. The elderly are suffering in isolation, and they're being denied the visits of their families, of the company that they need to survive. They need this, And do you know what I've heard from nurses that are caring for our elderly? They said the saddest thing to see is that they are dying alone, not because of COVID, but because of old age. So they don't have the comfort of their families sitting by their side, watching vigil over them. I did that for my grandmother. I went there every day and held her hand in her last days, along with my uncles and my mom. That's what they need. They don't need to be isolated. Death by suicide. I talked to a lady the other day, and her husband and her son are psychiatrists, and they said they haven't seen anything like this. The rate of suicide is at extreme levels. Anxiety, depression, drug and alcohol abuse, and domestic violence all have increased exponentially. Recent data collected by the CDC revealed that 25% of children have considered suicide due to the extreme measures of isolation. Many people are unable to pay their mortgages or their rent and are on the brink of losing their homes. Millions of Canadians have lost their jobs or businesses. Travel bans and other restrictions are affecting the ability of investors, global and local firms, and entrepreneurs to do business. Small businesses are being targeted in favor of large corporations. The red tape and bureaucracy causing a lack of productivity, leading to closure in many cases. This has got to stop. I mean, this has been such a confusion for me. How do we pay tax? If we're not paying taxes, how do we keep a government going? Right? They're not even working for themselves anymore in this. The Canadian debt load has increased exponentially, saddling our children and grandchildren indefinitely. The prolonged emergency measures in Bill 19 are unlawful. Bill 19 was hustled through, and it is unlawful and it is unconstitutional, and therefore it will be challenged.
Yes! Unlawful!
As Ted mentioned, we contacted a top constitutional lawyer who has agreed to take this case on, and we're excited to get that going in the very near future. So again, I request you guys, please, thank you for your generosity today. I am truly touched and overwhelmed. We will continue this fight. Please go to actionforcanada.com to our donate page and continue to donate there. Tell your friends and family about this, because together and united we can do this. All right. So that's one part of my speech. On to part two, because there's something else I want to cover, and it's how we got to this place. What's brought us here? And it's been heavy on my heart, and anytime I get a chance to talk, I talk about this issue. So I want to start first by thanking God for the land that we are standing on. It is Him and Him alone who created the earth and all that is within it. No man can lay claim to that which God has brought forth. Secondly, and this may go against everything that some of you may believe to be true, but Canada is a Judeo-Christian nation. Our history is being wiped out and replaced with cultural Marxism. Oh, I might need that. Thank you.
National sabotage. Down with Marxism.
And according to Justin Trudeau, we are no longer a sovereign nation, but instead a post-national state with no core identity. Right, just all wrong. So let's talk about the truth. We need to have this conversation. Canada was founded on Judeo-Christian principles. They were inherited through our British Commonwealth. They're embedded in our Magna Carta. It forms our laws and our values, and it is a system of governance that sets us apart from totalitarian, extremist, and communist regimes. Regimes who impoverish and oppress their citizens and prohibit the freedoms that we have taken for granted, such as the freedom of speech, thought, religion. Our system of governance gives you the freedom to believe or not to believe without the fear of death or persecution. If you're at odds with this statement, I challenge you to think about whether or not you would be willing to give up Canada to live in one of the 57 Muslim majority countries, or communist China, North Korea, or possibly Pakistan. If the answer is no, then we really, really need to embrace this. A secular, godless society is little better and is only one small step away from tyranny. And this is the slippery slope Canada has been sliding down for the past 50 years. The Lord's Prayer was removed from schools. There was separation of church and state, abortion, multiculturalism without integration and assimilation, which has provided the opportunity for extremists to also enter Canada under the cover of religious rights and are systematically undermining our democracy. The preamble to the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is very clear, whereas Canada is founded upon the principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. This represents the God of the Bible, by the way. And the reason this is so important is that nations built on other systems of belief live under tyranny. This is what Canada was founded on. And why I'm bringing this up today is because we have failed to understand or appreciate how critical it is to our democracy. We have become a godless society, and in turn, godless leaders, tyrannical, totalitarian individuals, have infiltrated all levels of government and are destroying us from within. Because of this, Canada finds itself in unprecedented times. Division, uncertainty, and chaos are growing. The depths of corruption and deception have no limits amongst the totalitarian demagogues who have led the masses down a path to their own destruction. Thankfully, many Canadians, tears, are waking up and recognizing that our nation is in peril. Many feel helpless and wonder what we can do. Action for Canada would like to offer you a solution to be part of a growing group of Canadians who are effectively uniting and focused on defending our faith, family, and freedom. Let me reiterate, when I speak of this being a Christian nation, that means that you have the freedom and the right to believe or not to believe without fear of persecution. It offers everyone the free will to decide their own path. We work with many other organizations and are uniting on issues so that we can have the greatest impact, because there is strength in numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not here to just inform you. Action for Canada, we're not here just to inform you. What we want to help you to do is we want to encourage you and equip you to take action. So I'll write letters. I'll do all the research on whatever issue it is. If it's against banning our guns, well, I'm going to do the research. I'm going to support the gun lobby groups, and we're going to write letters. And we're going to send them to elected officials, and we will rally outside their office, and we will do whatever we need to do on whatever issue is of importance. And I think keeping our guns for law-abiding gun owners is a pretty important issue. Any country that fell into tyranny had two things taken from them. One was their guns, and second was their military and their police decided to stand on the side of tyranny rather than with the people. And so why do you think they're trying to undermine our good law enforcement here today? Why are they trying to turn the public on our police?
That's wrong.
We gotta stand with our police. And we encourage our military and our law enforcement to stand with us. We thank our military and our law enforcement for what they do every day for this country. And it's a tough job right now. So we need to support them. Sure, there's a few bad eggs anywhere, right? And they're struggling at the very top right now. We got Bill Blair and Commissioner Lucky who are not representing their officers. 100% they're undermining them. And we as the public, whatever you can do, support them. It takes sacrifice and commitment to step into this arena, and we do it because we love this country and we care about our fellow Canadians. We're patriots! So I really ask you to come to actionforcanada.com and join as well. Be part of this movement. It's across the nation. I'm working with incredible organizations. We are really working together and we're building a real momentum. The tyranny is blatant, but the tools of warfare have been a stealthy and strategic military attack using psychological warfare to pit Canadians against one another. Race baiting, victimization, guilt, entitlement, stirring up resentment and envy has been incrementally implemented over time. A slow wearing down of society to accept the erosion of our sovereignty, heritage, and charter rights and freedoms. Socialism is seeping into this nation through failed immigration programs and welfare programs. It has taken hold, and for many, they are no longer expected to work hard to achieve their goals, but can rely on the government and their social programs to provide for them. One of the keys to communism is to make people reliant on the government. COVID-19 has catapulted the agenda forward at warp speed as millions of Canadians find themselves currently financially dependent on the government. This has to be stopped. He is buying votes with our youth. CERB has got to stop. We got to encourage our kids to have the integrity to get out there and work. We got to send them a clear message. They are toppling our founding fathers. They are working to destroy parental rights and tear down the natural family. They have targeted our children and youth and filled their heads with lies. They are sexually exploiting our children and causing a mass social contagion leading to their sterilization and mutilation of their little bodies. Canada has become a culture of death, unlike anything we have experienced in our lifetime. Fixated on killing the unborn and euthanizing the elderly, the sick, and the mentally ill. The UN is leading this cult, but not without the help of the foreign central banks, Soros, Gates, Trudeau, and the rest of the global cabal. Wicked leaders. Wicked leaders are behind this. But I'm going to bring you some words of hope. God is a God of justice, and He will prevail. Proverbs 14:11 says, "The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish." As for us, what does God ask in times of such despair when a lot of people have turned their back on Him? He says in 2 Chronicles, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land." For those of you who are comfortable to do this, we've seen a lot of people taking knees to anarchy lately on the news. They've taken every good act that should be an act of humility and respect, and they've made something foul out of it. And I'm going to ask us today as an act to take that back. So I'm going to ask whoever can to take a knee, and I'm going to say a very short prayer. Dear Lord, God, I thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today, and I thank you for these amazing people. Heavenly Father, I pray your blessing over them, Lord. And together we pray for your mercy and your forgiveness. And we ask you, Lord, to rescue us from our oppressors, to bring justice, and heal our land. Amen. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless Canada.
Thank you, Tanya Gaw, and thank you, Ted Kuntz, for all that you guys have done for Canada. And thank you all for those generous donations. Very appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are we doing, guys? We still out there? You with us? You having a good time? All right, our next speaker, you guys all know her very well. She's got a very popular radio show, TV show, and I'm very proud to introduce her right up there at the very top where she's very noticeable to you all. Give it up for Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson!
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. So I just want to declare something to you, that they're all talking about a second wave. You are the second wave. I heard today that somebody said that Dr. Bonnie Henry, I can't confirm this. Have you heard this? She is not going to require masks on kids in school. Have you heard this? Yes? If that's true, I want Dr. Bonnie Henry to know that my respect just went up 10%. Now when we stop all of the other nonsense, my respect will go up more. But until then, we are the second wave. I want to let you know that if any of your loved ones get sick, hydroxychloroquine, I've been on it for 14 years. Not one doctor ever told me it was dangerous. Not until Donald Trump happened to mention that hydroxychloroquine might work. Well, all the leading expert doctors say that hydroxychloroquine with zinc works. So I want to come out of the closet about something. I love Donald Trump. That man is the last hope between us and complete a crisis that you can make money on. Who won't take your vaccine? Who won't wear your mask? And especially not while having sex. Now I'm a Christian woman, and so I don't want to swear. But sometimes Dr. Tam gets me a little bit upset. So I'm praying for her. I'm praying every day that she goes back to the WHO and gets out of Canada. It's completely a godly perspective. Read Psalms. If you are unrighteous, God will wipe you from the earth. I would like to take my time and donate it to someone special. Ryan gave me a certain amount of time, and I want you to hear from two people that are amazing. And they have a short period of time now, but I want to say that the first guest is going to be our Lucier. Would you come up here, our Lucier? Do you know him? He drove in from Kelowna today, and this man is Métis. And he's Canadian. And he loves our country. And I stand with him, and he has a whole bunch of groups. They travel Canada. It's called Battle for Canada. And we didn't know that we were going to have to do Battle for Canada. Thank you, our Lucier. And when you're done, you all know Dan Dix? When you're done, you hand it off to Dan Dix. My time's up. I love you guys. I'm trying not to cry up here. God bless.
Thank you. We love Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson. She's been giving a lot of courage to Canada lately. And a lot of these groups, I am just blown away. I want to make a statement. I got something quickly to read. Diversity is not our strength, but unity is. So I just quickly, I'm from Kelowna. I am a faith-based leader in Canada, trying to wake up the Church of Canada. A lot of you guys are way in front of us. I think the atheists need to pray for the church to wake up. I quickly wrote this out because I'm a preacher, and I don't want to just preach this. I want to quickly read something out before I get to Dan. In the days of Hitler, not many could see the murdering socialistic psychopath and eventually what he would do. For a few, they stood, but it was too late. And when they did stand, they were executed. Fear gripped everybody else. Information suppression, book burning, racial dividing media, abuse of power led to the loss of freedom and eventually the loss of millions of lives. As a leader in Canada, I've come to realize that if we do not stand together now, that we may soon die divided. That seems alarmist to some, but it's coming. A loss of freedom is definitely a type of death, and it's now at our door. First Nations, atheists, Catholics, charismatics, French, English immigrants, we are Canada, and we must now stand on guard for our nation and for our kids. 50 years ago, a man by the name of Pierre Trudeau
would bring forth legislation that would bring the erosion of both family and freedoms. With Bill C-150 and others. He also praised the communistic leader, Fidel Castro, and gave thumbs up to the terrorizing and socialistic control that Castro then had on Cuba. And of course now, Pierre's son is at the helm, and apparently 10 times worse. Justin has given up millions upon millions of dollars away to other nations in the name of false climate change, women's health. All the while, First Nations don't even have clean drinking water. Oh, and if you're a veteran, there's no money for you either. Jobs are lost, businesses are lost, livelihoods are lost, homes are lost, and ultimately now lives are being lost. A man shot himself recently on the steps of legislature, December 2nd, 2019 in Edmonton. A man executed himself to make a statement, and Justin Trudeau yawned. Justin breaks the law in the name of saving a few thousand jobs in Quebec, but is silent on the 100,000 plus jobs in the energy sector lost just because he doesn't like Alberta. Right. He would also fire his First Nations Attorney General from BC for telling the truth about it. Yeah. Bankruptcy and now suicide abound, and that's all before the lockdown. He has since partnered with the Communistic Party of China to bankrupt this nation, quarantine us, and lock us up. With lies upon lies to spread fear and control, and all the while upping the carbon tax, just to stick it to you while you're bent over. Justin has tried to gain ultimate control of regulations and spending, only while a handful of MPs are pushing back. His government is responsible for the loss of lives of many Canadians, and for that, he needs to be held responsible. Justin Trudeau, open up this nation again. End this lockdown. We will neither accept this as a new normal. It's not normal. Nor will we give up your freedoms while you try to take more power. Justin Trudeau, you have been weighed in the scales and been found wanting. Judgment is at your door. Step down and stop your communistic campaign. And remember this, Justin, we do have an identity. It's the dominion of Canada under God, and we only bow to God, not you. And one last thing. This is my PAL. This is my possession acquisition license. The right to bear arms. Hey Justin, you can't have it. This Métis will go down just like Louis Rail fighting. That man stood for Canada. Well, look around. There's a whole bunch of people standing this time, and you ain't getting us this time.
All right, Dan, come on up, buddy. Woo! Everybody give him applause, please.
All right, amen to that guy. Thank you for that, guys. All right, guys, I'm live streaming this right now, so please say hi to the world, Vancouver. I gotta tell you guys, it's really awesome to see so many like-minded people in one place, that these many people have not been brainwashed by the television. You guys are clearly not watching too much TV. Have you guys noticed that it's become incredibly easy these days to tell who is watching too much television just by simply looking around? Isn't that incredible? Well, now we have this kind of a turnout, but it wasn't always like this, guys. When me and my wife went to the first lockdown rally, I think it was back in April or in the spring, I put out a little tweet and it went viral, and we were laughed at. I was mocked in the media. I had people trying to fight me in parking lots. Vancouver's own Seth Rogen chimed in and said, "Go home, you effing idiot." Well, I think history's going to look back on who the real idiot is, right, folks? So we have to fight for our freedoms right now, and a lot of people have been saying to me in the lead up to this rally, well, we are free. What are you talking about? This is Canada. This is Vancouver. Why are you guys doing this? Well, it wasn't that long ago, guys. I don't know if you guys saw this, but a month or two ago, I was covering a Black Lives Matter rally. Did you guys catch that? I was surrounded by some BLM and Antifa members, and I was assaulted. And the Vancouver Police Department ended up arresting me over that. Does that sound like freedom? No, it's not. It's not, guys, and we have to push towards more freedom. But my message today is we cannot look to the government to solve the problems that are being created by the government, okay? When we got to stop listening to the health officials. You know, they want us to, as Laura Lynn said, have sex with a mask on. You know, hold your own baby 6 feet away from you when you can. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So we just have to disassociate ourselves. So my message today, guys, is if you want to deal with this problem, first turn off the TV, and then second, just don't comply anymore. Non-compliance is the key moving forward, guys. They want to put some mandatory mask on you? No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Walk away. They want to push a mandatory vaccine? Thanks, but no thanks. I'll choose to say no and walk away. They want a digital ID? Thanks, but no thanks, guys. We cannot continue to comply with this because the beauty part of this whole thing is we actually make up the base of this pyramidal structure of power. And that has them terrified. If enough of us realize that fact and we start to step outside of this system, what happens, guys, when you remove the lower brick of a pyramid? The entire thing comes crumbling down, right? So that's where we're at today, guys. It's time for non-compliance. We can no longer go along with this government that is forcing us down this road. The way to do that is to take it upon yourself. Take the responsibility upon your own individual lives to no longer comply with the government. And as I said, when we do that, when we step outside of this pyramidal system of control, the whole thing's going to come crashing down, and it's going to be a beautiful day when it does. Thanks so much, everybody.
Hey, Ryan, where are you, buddy? Who's next? Who? Donna Ross. Hey, Donna Ross, where the hell are you? Get up here. Donna. Are you Donna?
Yeah.
I have a condition that prevents me from wearing a mask.
We're just starting
It's called thinking for myself.
Thank you.
Good
job. We love what you do. We love what you do. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, look at this beautiful soul. Her name's Donna. Here you go.
Yeah.
That was me and my friends.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
cool. Cool, man.
So I appreciate
Yeah, cool.
Hey, Dan Dix. It's a beautiful man.
Yeah,
we appreciate you, man.
Dude. Yeah, thank you.
Recently, there was a massive rally with over 1 million people that were present in Berlin. The biggest demonstration in its history.
Dan, I know
The
you're live.
movement was organized Think outside the box. I love the slogan and I choose to build on it in this presentation. That germ theory is a belief system. Vaccination is a belief system. What if I choose to think differently? We are all here choosing to think differently. And this is the way I see it. It is one thing to choose to have a certain belief system like the germ theory, but it's another thing to find out, as I have found out, that the belief system is actually causing harm, destruction, and death. The germ theory follows Pasteur's way of thinking. In view of Pasteur, there are germs out there. They come from the air and they cause the disease. The germ is dangerous and must be killed. The germ theory belief system led to the evolution of several well-accepted industries commonplace in our society today. The industry of pasteurization killed the germ. The industry of antibiotics killed the sore throat with an antibiotic. The industry of vaccinations, protect yourself, there's a killer virus. Businesses are built on this belief system to keep this business going, to move the populace into the germ theory way of thinking. Another powerful industry evolved, and that's the industry of keeping society in fear. Fear to a virus. That same virus that we have all experienced many times, the flus, the colds, and we've witnessed how our bodies have been able to overcome them. Measles, we overcame measles. Chickenpox, we overcame chickenpox. Innately, thank you, innately, we never feared any virus. We trusted our bodies to heal, and we developed that faith that we could heal. However, the germ theory industry continued to push us into their belief system. The virus now became the enemy. Mainstream media was used to get the message out. The virus was a killer, and we all needed a vaccination. And this industry had two very strong allies to assist in their prevailing message. That's science and mainstream media. We were told vaccines are safe and effective, proven by science. The science was clear, and one by one, we succumbed to that narrative, to that message. And using Ted Kuntz's term, we became addicted to this belief system. And eventually that faith that our bodies could heal became lost.
Hey.
Finally, it was my
How are you?
turn because I became a mom.
Not exactly.
I had
From
to
the
do
smart
serious
meter?
thinking
No.
about vaccinations.
Tony Boutros, I
I
spoke to you a
stepped
few times on
outside
Facebook.
the box.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
dared
Is Monty
to
here today, do you
question, to research. I
haven't seen him.
research
Monty
to
Jones,
the
you know?
Yeah,
vaccines.
I've seen him.
Aluminum
Hoping
phosphate,
to meet him here.
timarosa, formaldehyde.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I thought he said he was
animal
coming,
toxin,
but I
all
haven't
that
seen him.
conglomeration of what I call witch's brew.
I just called this
Very
morning.
such
Check his
belief
voicemail.
and witnessing the effect of vaccines, I chose to think differently. And this is where I was
How many people you think are here today?
alone in this
Tough to
world.
say, maybe
And I
1,500.
realized
I don't know.
that those
Need to get those
who
numbers
strayed
up.
away
Yeah.
from that way of thinking were
Who are the yellow jackets?
shunned,
What are those people?
ostracized,
Yeah, it's
and
police.
called
Yellows.
names.
People in
No,
yellows.
it's Falun
But in
Gong.
my mind,
The
I
Falun
heard my
Gong,
mom's voice.
Tibetan
She's
protesters.
no longer here, but as an Ukrainian,
This is forced organ harvesting in China. That's what they're.
Walk down Mount Welcome. God gave us
Don't ask me.
common sense
Oh, you're not
and
the.
wisdom.
Oh, she said that you were the
And
guy
when
to
I
ask.
researched,
The guy with the white shirt on.
I discovered a whole new world that existed outside the germ theory, and it was the world of the laws of nature. It started with Dr. Moskovitz in the mothering.
What's that?
Your YouTube channel established?
He taught me about
No,
the
not
immune
exactly.
system and how it works.
I'm on YouTube right now, an old
He
channel.
said this.
Your main channel?
No, it's not coming back.
They tried to fight it.
I tried, yeah.
And
Nothing.
by its very nature, imposes substantial risks of disease, injury, and death that have been persistently denied and covered up under manufacturers and CDC.
Somebody says we can barely hear. I'm gonna go in front. I gotta get in front so they can hear.
We don't inject unnatural toxic substances into your bloodstream. The laws of nature taught me viruses don't cause disease, injury, and death. There is no fear. Then I discovered the book Bishop versus Pasteur.
Let me know if you can hear better.
A chapter in the history of biology by E. Douglas Hume, 1923. A banned book. Why would a book be banned? Bishop chose to think differently. He studied diseases as did Pasteur. Human diseases, animal diseases, plant diseases, and what he discovered was totally contradictory to what Pasteur was teaching. He discovered the very essential units of life, these minute microscopic particles, bottled up energy waiting to be activated. And under the microscope, they were tiny, round, glandular bodies which were crystal-like and glistened as tiny sparkles of reflected light according to the energy we gave it. He gave the name of these crystal bodies microzymas. They were able to ferment, transform, and create. These tiny crystal-like forces were found within all cells. He found them in fruits, in vegetables, in animals, in humans, in rocks and limestone. Bishop proved when a human is deprived of the energy of nutrition and there is a toxic overload, these little crystals, microzymas, would become active and transform into bacteria or microbes or germs. They would change and mutate according to the kind of morbid waste debris and the amount of it that was present. These microbes, germs, viruses were there to gobble up toxic, life-robbing debris to allow life to continue. Pasteur claimed germs caused the disease. Bishop proved the disease caused the germ. These germs, these viruses are our friends in nature. But Bishop's way of thinking was not well received. It stepped on the toes of the germ theory business. Bishop's discovery of the essential unit of life was overshadowed, his book was banned, and the germ theory continued to live. However, somewhere in the 1980s, along came another scientist, Gaston Naissance. He also wanted to find the essential units of life. He also discovered similar crystal-like units, and he named them somatids. In a state of health, the somatids had 3 stages. When there was toxic morbid debris, the somatids mutated into bacteria, microbes, viruses, yeast, parasites. They were all on the same pleomorphic cycle. Sadly, Gaston Naissance was packed off to jail. Protesters lost their medical freedom, and the germ theory survived. But there's something very interesting about the laws of nature. They never die. They don't go away. You can't bury them. You can't destroy them. You can't do the convincing, the fear-mongering. Nothing works. The laws of nature continue to survive all trials and all tribulations. And so, today, there is others who are resurrecting the laws of nature. 2020, and we hear the voices of Dr. Boutard, Dr. Bush, Dr. Tenpenny, Dr. Wakefield, Robert Kennedy, Dr. Judy Mikovits, and Ted Cahoots and Vaccine Choice Canada. And millions are in the process of thinking differently. The germ theory is false. Germs are our friends. Viruses are our friends. Vaccinations are not needed. So let's apply the law of nature to the coronavirus. It has been documented that this virus has now mutated and changed at least 32 times. The law of nature, of course, says that viruses are never constant. They are constantly changing, mutating, gobbling up that toxic waste debris to allow life to continue. So following the laws of nature, knowing that the virus has mutated 32 times, I ask these questions. How can anyone ever isolate COVID-19 virus? By the time you isolate it, it
Somebody
has
asked
changed
if Rebel Media there.
several
Yeah, they're
times,
here.
and it keeps changing. How can you ever test for a COVID-19 virus that has already mutated 32 times? How can you ever be scared of a COVID-19 virus that no longer exists because it has now mutated 32 times? Well, knowing of the laws of nature and your common sense, you can easily answer these questions. So why are people dying of COVID-19 virus? Following the laws of nature, I believe they are not dying of the virus, they are dying of a toxic overload, a compromised lymphatic system, an overload of poisons. And where do you suppose that comes from? Let me quote Dr. Loeffler. Dr. Loeffler said point blank that much cancer and diseases are caused by vaccines and serums, that these unnatural substances injected into the human bloodstream deposit more toxins in one shot than a year of injudicious eating. For this courageous attempt to spread the truth, Dr. Loeffler was forever damned. The laws of nature clearly show me that poisons from vaccines don't belong in anybody's bodies. These simple laws of nature are so powerful. I discovered and I researched, I embraced them, I witnessed their healing power when I decided I would no longer use antibiotics for tonsillitis. I turned to golden seal, rose hips, and chlorophyll. I've witnessed the healing power of these herbs from the laws of nature in many other people. As a result, I took it upon myself, from my background being a vice principal and a teacher of elementary schools, I designed a course. And that course I called Taffy. I love it, sweet, taking action for your health. This is where you learn the 5-pillar formula for the laws of nature. And I want to share them quickly with you. Injury, inflammation, elimination, infection, and circulation. Pillar number 1, injury. The law of nature states that an injury sets up the process of cell replication. In cancer, for instance, there is continuous cell replication because there is an injury. The law of nature states your body has an amazing set of carpenters. They are there to replicate the healthy cells for you and to repair the injury. They are called stem cells. And they require nutrients that are no longer available in grocery stores. This is where you have to rely on outside sources. So what do I use? I use Chi Mineral Tonic, flax lignans, collagen powder, Ultimate Green Zone put together in a smoothie, all tested and quality controlled, so there are no glyphosates, chemicals, antibiotics, or vaccines. It's a law of nature that your body is electrical. Your body is 78% water with an electrical charge of 7.5 millivolts. Later on, you will hear Dr. Ross Anderson talk about how electricity can affect your body. Now, what is it that your body requires for the conduction of electricity? It's water and it's copper. Our homes use copper as a metal for electrical conduction. Our bodies use copper for chlorophyll for the conduction of electricity. Pillar number 2, inflammation. It's the law of nature that you have a lymphatic system that parallels your bloodstream. It's your personal inner carburetor. It cleans out your toxic debris. If you load up your body with antibiotics, candida, vaccines, you clog up your lymphatic system. Your blood pathways become loaded and they become inflamed, so oxygen and nutrients can no longer reach that area for repair. It's the law of nature. When the oxygen levels to the injured area drop to below 35%, then oxidation for the purpose of cell replication can no longer take place. We need to clean out the debris. There's one particular herb I like, and it's cat's claw combination with astragalus and echinacea in it. Pillar number 3, elimination. It's the laws of nature that your poisons will eliminate from your body through your kidneys, your skin, your lungs, and your bowels. There are herbal combinations and herbs for each one of those organs. Nature is so very wise and so very loving. I have witnessed a number of people with kidney disorders do a simple one-day kidney cleanse, and within a month,
There's Rebel Media right there doing an interview.
Dramatically. Pillar number 4. It's a law of
she's starting to
nature
lose the
that
whole
in a
crowd.
low oxygen environment,
They're all kind of talking.
there is activation of those microzymas, and bacteria, viruses, fungus, and yeast become active. Not to kill you, but to gobble up the toxic debris to allow life to continue. And the fungal DNA can integrate into the stem cell line, thank you, during the cell replication and mutate the cells. When the fungal DNA integrates into the stem cell line of skin cells, the result is cancer. Pillar number 5, circulation. It's the law of nature that in a healthy body, the body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Last of all, I want to say, I have witnessed many people overcome their sick bodies, be it from cancer, diabetes, leukemia, rosacea, lupus, by choosing these 5 pillars. Today I ask you that you ponder on these words that have been spoken, that you choose to think differently. Choose to join Vaccine Choice Canada. The germ theory is a belief system. Vaccine is a belief system. Choose to think differently. Choose the laws of nature that gives us life, and I support it fully. I choose to take a stand today for my children, my grandchildren, your children, and your grandchildren. Set aside your past belief systems, your prejudices, your criticism. There is no killer virus. A virus is your friend in nature. No one can shed a virus on you, and you cannot shed a virus on somebody else. You don't need protection or safety measures. Nature is there to give you life, love, and protection. See your own greatness. See that your body is able to heal. See your own God-given inner power. And with that greatness in action, and with your love in this world, we are changing the world as we speak on this day. Greatness is upon us. By following the laws of nature, we are in the process of creating for us, our children, our grandchildren, the most awesome, amazing, beautiful world. Thank you.
Vancouver, how we doing still? We awake? Boom, still hearing you guys? All right, come on. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Freedom is essential. Rights are essential. Just the guys' rights are essential. Just the girls' freedom is essential. Everybody, rights are essential. Make some noise. Because we are making noise for that Canadian beauty right there, that flag. That's why we're here. Make some noise for Canada. Come on. All right, so we're going to change it up. Instead of doing a little speaker now, we've got some music coming out from Vancouver's own singer, songwriter extraordinaire, Miss Camille Capel.
All right, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream the music. Let me know what you think. Should I stream the tunes or should we end it? Actually, let's check this out.
Now's the time to come out and play. You can unplug from the machine and go back to where it's free.
This was what you were handed.
Cause the cares and I desire.
It's the lyrics to the song you're saying terminate.
Don't believe the lies that have compromised our lives. And this church, we're children of the earth, and everyone's equal. Like the birds and the bees, the flowers and the forest and the sweet fresh trees. Where the water is free and the land flows, milk and honey. When they shut down all of the clubs and they distance us in the pubs, we'll find the places where we can where we can dance and feel the love. Cause the cares in our design.
She's actually not bad.
Step outside, you'll be just fine. Don't believe the lies that have compromised our lives and our nature. We're children of the earth. Each and every one has equal. We're made in nature. Like the birds and the bees, the flowers in the forest and the trees. We're made in nature. Where the water is clean and the land flows with milk and honey. The moment you doubt your birthright to be free, cover your mouth, believe in a disease. You're giving the devil the keys.
She's having fun.
When they shut down all of the holy places, and there's nowhere left to gather that's safe, we'll just walk away like black sheep in the hills will sing and free. Cause the cares in our desire. Step outside, you'll be just fine. Don't believe the lies that have compromised our lives and our nature. We're children of the earth, each and every one is equal. We're made in nature, like the birds and the bees, the flowers and the forests and the sweet fresh breeze. Nature, where the river is clean and the land flows milk and honey. Thank you so much. We are made in nature. That's our latest song. We're
Hey,
not
man.
made in
How you
China.
doing?
We're made in nature.
Good to see you. I'm live here.
Did you get me calling out the fucking organizer?
I got that.
You got that?
I got that, yeah.
I know some of you may have seen it
Got it all on the live stream.
I'm a huge fan. But unfortunately, it kind of went viral on some hate pages.
Appreciate it, man.
So I've really been taking it on. But you know what?
Appreciate it, man.
It's okay because if I can stop with the slings and arrows because
What?
there's a few people that are waking up.
No.
And that's what this song's
No,
about.
it's all good.
It's called Wake Up Call.
Nice to meet you. We're all very proud of Dan. He did very well.
It's awesome.
But you know what? Is there a Christian element to this broadcast?
This broadcast? Why?
Always.
Well, yeah, always, pretty
It should
much.
be.
Yeah.
Because your Lord is on the chopping block, brother.
Wait, who is?
Your Lord.
Yes.
Everything must go.
I know.
It starts with a Hockey Night in Canada theme song, but it ends.
What I know to be right.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to talk about
Jesus
Jesus?
and his followers.
Right.
And I'm gonna invite
I agree. I thought this.
you to
that other lady
sing
speech was
along.
great. She read from the Bible.
This is your wake up call. Now is
Good.
the time to come together. Take
You all right? You good?
What do you think of this shit, man?
This song?
This live right now? No.
Yeah, this is live right now. Yeah.
How about when you wave like this to the fucking police? Where's my hand? Show the hand.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when you wave over the police? Do they run? Do they run when you wave to the police? No. What happens when the organizer of this event waves to the police?
What?
Is the heart of my mother.
Who waves to the fucking police?
Well, yeah.
What you have here is a fucking honeypot.
Maybe. Let's
Not
talk about
maybe.
Yeah,
What I
maybe.
know to be
This is
right
a fucking shill operation here.
is to share my gifts with
That's
you.
why I can drink and smoke and nothing
And I'm
happens.
gonna invite
I'm like a
you to share yours too. This is your wake up call. Now it's time to come together.
All right.
We don't chant.
Okay.
When's the last time you chanted?
I'm not a chanter.
No, we don't chant. Free men don't
Okay,
chant.
now you're
fucking cars.
right.
Is the fear that now divides us.
I already said you.
And the only care is love.
This is my buddy.
It's all right. You're getting a little bit loud though, but it's all right.
Wealthy people causing a whole lot of social upheaval. Their only power is our acquiescence. If we do their bidding, we risk losing our footing. And our
So I'll explain all that in a little bit, guys.
This is your wake up
Is that your friend?
Now is the time to come together. Take off your hat and smile at each other. Cause the real virus is the fear that now divides us.
Brandon, nice to meet you, man.
And the only care is love.
My email, dan@pressfortruth.ca. Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
I love you, Vancouver. I love you, Canada. I love you, British Columbia. Thank you.
Great job, Camille Capel. Let's give it up for her. Okay, go to the event page. Camille's gonna post that song for you guys later. That's awesome. Okay. All right, guys. We gotta get treat for you next. We have a guest from the group Clear coming in all the way from Kelowna, BC. Right there, we have David Lindsay. Give it up for David Lindsay, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Tonight is our first case of communism. Well, that's a message we're going to have to get forward to the government. I think maybe I'll end the stream. If you look in here at our logo, the first words on it is...
Yeah. I sent them over here because I see them bugging you. I'm like, go help that person.
Yeah.
Just tell us something.
But he's just drunk and loud. Yeah.
But he was irritated. He was like harassing you. That's not very good.
Yeah.
I was gonna come over, but I don't want to fight anybody. There's like a bunch of big dudes here, just be like, yo. Hey, that dude's getting big dog. Get over there.
I appreciate that.
You know what? You're just doing your own thing. You're just like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
I'm like that too. I'll be like, just ignore it. I'm like, whatever. What's your issue? But he's like, literally got his.
And he's swearing into my live stream.
He's ignorant.
So after all these people,
Nice
all
to
these
meet you.
gatherings and rallies, we're going to get you. We're charging $2,000.
Really great job up there. I was really happy to like literally pray and
Less than a week later, we tested them on this. We had the first event where we had 200 people show up. I was speaking, Donna was speaking, and Ted Cooch, who spoke earlier today, was speaking.
Good on you.
Thank you.
Interior Health sent me a legal notice the day before not to have it unless we were going to have sanitizer, test everybody, and unless we were going to take everybody's names and numbers.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I wrote them back and I gave them a legal notice.
Oh, nice.
And I said, I'm not doing that. And if you interfere with our rally, we will hold you legally accountable for doing it. Our constitutional rights override anything in the Public Health Act and or the Emergency Program Act, or Donnie Henry's orders.
Do you have your other phone handy or no?
We do.
All right.
And we showed up, 2 RCMP showed up, Interior Health showed up, and the Parks Department showed up, all trying to cancel us.
I'll come right back.
And I made sure they knew we had constitutional rights, we weren't backing down, and we weren't doing it.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna call it for this stream for today. Had a lot of great speeches. Had a good march today. Had a really good turnout. Probably 1,500, maybe 2,000 people. It's tough to say. I wasn't expecting to give a speech today, but they got me up there, and I gave, I don't know, probably a little 2 or 3 5-minute speech or something. Maybe I'll break that up into a separate video. But yeah, this is the Vancouver Freedom Rally 2020. Guys, please share the stream. I mean, I didn't really want to promote this YouTube channel. I was supposed to go live on D Live today, but I was having audio issues, so I came back here to stream this thing live. So I hope you guys appreciate that. If you do, guys, please check the links in the description. Hopefully I got that set up in this video to where you can support my efforts. If you want to donate, or if you want to join as a member, you can join as a patron at patreon.com/pressfortruth. If you go to my subscribestar.com/pressfortruth, if you just go to pressfortruth.ca/donate, there you will find a bunch of places to where you can follow me now, where I'm uploading daily BitChute, Minds, Float, stuff like that, and also to where you can find my Patreon, my Subscribestar. You can donate with PayPal, but I'm going to continue being out here, guys, documenting these things. Google wants to shut me down for this. YouTube has already killed my other channel, my Press for Truth channel, simply for covering this type of information, but I'm not going to let that slow me down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to continue, and if that's something you support, please, again, click that thumbs up button, share this video, and check the links in the description to find out how you can support me financially moving forward, and also to where you can follow me on all these new channels that I'm on. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, let freedom reign. Freedom is popular, as you can see by this video. All right, peace.